You are most welcome. As Nigerian youths are ready to mark the protest of the last year NSAS anniversary, human rights lawyer Mr. Femi Falana on Thursday told Nigerian police force that it has no power to ban public protest in the country. This is coming a day after the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Hakeem Odumosu, had said that the police would not allow anyone to stage another NSAS protest ahead of 1 year anniversary of the protest of the last year. Reacting to Odumosu's statement, the outspoken lawyer in his statement titled Nigeria Police Force Lacks Power to Ban Public Protest in Nigeria opted in view of the threat of the authorities of the Nigerian police force to ban Nigerian citizens from exercising their fundamental right to assemble and hold peaceful rallies to mark the first year anniversary of the NSAS protest in as has become pertinent to draw attention to the current state of the law on public meetings, rallies, and processing in the country. The threat against the peaceful rallies zoning out of the police headquarters and state command are illegal as they constitute a gross infringement of the fundamental right of the Nigerian police and Nigerian people to freedom of expression and freedom of assembly guaranteed by Section 38 and 40 of the Nigerian Constitution, as well as Article 9 and 10 of the African Charter on Human and the People's Right Act. Alright, in the case of the All Nigerian People's Party Inspector General of Police on 2006, the Honorable Justice Anwuri Chinyere declared that police permit as a condition for holding rallies in Nigeria was illegal and unconstitutional. Consequently, her leadership are granted on order to perpetual injunction reacting the Inspector General of Police and other police officers from preventing Nigerian citizens from convening and participating in rallies. The appeal of the police against the judgment was dismissed by the Court of Appeal in December 2007 in the unanimous decision of the court. Their leadership described police permit as a release of colonialism, which is anomalous in a democratic society. Based on the aperture judgment of the Court of Appeal, the National Assembly amended the Electoral Act 2010 in March 15, 2015 to impose a duty on the police to provide security for participants in public meetings and rallies. For the avoidance of doubt, Section 94, Subsection 4 of the Electoral Act 2010, as amended, provides that notwithstanding any provision in the Police Act, the Public Order Act, and any regulation made there under or any other law to the country, the role of the Nigerian police force in political rallies, processions, and meetings shall be limited to the provision of adequate security as provided in subsection 1 of this section. Meanwhile, Section 83, Subsection 4 of the Police Establishment Act 2020 provides as follows that where a person or organization notifying the public or the police of his or his intention to hold a public meeting, rally, or procession of a public highway or such meeting in a place where the public has access to, the police officer responsible for the area where the meeting, rally, or procession will take place shall mobilize personnel to provide security over the meeting, rally, or the procession. In view of the fact that the police authorities have been notified of the public rallies scheduled to hold on October 20th, 2020 to mark the first year anniversary of the NSAS protest. The Nigerian police force is required, therefore, to make arrangement for the provision of adequate security for the participants at the venues of the rallies. I'm compelled to call on the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Usman Baba Akali, to direct the Commissioners of Police in all the states of the Federation to ensure that adequate security is provided for all citizens who may wish to protest against the policies of the government which are considered inimical to their interests. Since police permit has been outlawed, the ban in Nigeria by the Federal High Court and affirmed by the Court of Appeal, the Nigerian police force cannot be permitted to ban rallies without an appeal of the law on public meetings, rallies, and processions in the country. In other words, the ban on public protests announced by the police authorities cannot obliterate the constitutional guaranteed right of Nigerians to assemble peacefully and express themselves. After all, in a public knowledge that General Muhammad Buhari, as he then was, and other leaders of the ruling All Progressive Congress who took part in public rallies against fuel hike in January 2012 and protests against insecurity in November 2014. To that extent, the Buhari administration ought to restrain the policy from banning peaceful rallies against public brutality and police brutality on October 20th, 2020 in any manner whatsoever and however. Finally, the police and the other security agencies should be reminded of the indisputable fact that neither the former British colonial police force nor the defunct colonial military junta succeeded in banning public protest in Nigeria, and this has been onto this one as the protesters are ready to show solidarity come October 2020. Falana and the other way around has warned police saying that they lack power to ban public protest in Nigeria, and that are really spoken well by the human rights activist Mr. Femi Falana, which they all had on Thursday when he told Nigerian police force that it had no power to ban public protest in Nigeria. And that has been unto this end as a protest ahead of 1 year anniversary of the protest of the last year. Reacting to Odumosu's statement in Lagos, spokesperson in his statement titled Nigerian Police Force Lack Power to Ban Public Protest in Nigeria. Seriously, police are really afraid that they wouldn't want what happened last time to repeat itself again. So they are working tooth and nail. Their eyes are well open to see that what happened last year did not repeat itself again. The threat against peaceful rallies zoning out of the police headquarters and state command are illegal. Alright, my good people, I would like to have your take from here. Please do well to tap on the subscription button, equally share and subscribe for more update. Thank you and God bless you.